What's going on, everybody? Product Probes back at you with another knife review. Today we're actually doing a pretty cool one. This is the Milano. It's the TAC Force. I called them stilettos, but this says Milano on them, and it is the TF-428. And I know there's a whole series of them. This is actually the RB, which I guess you would call the rainbow version of it. That's the only thing I can get out of the RB. So guys, let's dive into it and let's see what this thing's got. Alright, so this is actually not a bad knife for the price. Super fast trigger on it. I mean, it's fast. To be this size, everything locks fine. Let me give y'all some details on it real quick. So right off the bat, well, that light I've got shining from the other side of the table is actually causing a little bit of glare on it, but a nice rainbow blade right there. You got a spear point blade on it, and I wish I could get this thing to focus better. Get your spear point blade, and you got these dual thumb studs up here at the top. It can also be thumb guard right there, which I really like that. You've got a comfortable liner lock. It's the fully, I guess it comes out more, so it doesn't actually hurt your finger. Come on down, nice handle on it. Got a belt clip. Hey, that's actually a pretty beefy little belt clip, but it's actually a good looking knife. Right there on the blade, you got TAC Force. I know it's upside down, then Milano right there. Nice handle. It's let's see. Yeah, it's an aluminum handle. Right here, the bolsters are actually. Let me see here real quick. I think the bolsters on it are. You know, it almost felt like it was plastic there for a second, but it's just an aluminum coating off of it. And right down here, you've got a nice little groove pattern. Let me show you. A little groove pattern right here in the handle. Get your lanyard hole back here in the back. But, no, you don't neither. Looking at it in the camera, it was a lanyard hole in my brain, but it's actually clogged in, and that's how they've actually added that belt clip to it. It sits up higher. So that plastic wedge right there, you know, you could take your screw. You could take that screw out and take this whole belt clip off if you needed to. So guys, this is it right here. Let me show you what it looks like closed. That's the back of it. Nice size trigger. You can get your fingers on that. No problem at all. And then there's your thumb studs. So, I mean, you'd have to get your hand out of the way for me to use them, because what I would really like to do is just be able to push down on that and it pop open. However, you can't really do that with the, you know, single hand deployment. I mean, I guess if you were right here and you had your hand like this, you could, yeah, I guess you could make it work. However, you might not need to, because this trigger, check out this trigger, how fast it is. I mean, for this size blade, the trigger does really well. The knife pops. So guys, this is not a bad looking knife. They had, you know, some others. I think they had a wooden handle one, a black handle one, but definitely like this rainbow style of it. The blade, super long blade, it's got the spear point. You know what? Of course, it's not the sharpest thing in the world, but for it to be a little cheap knife like this, the blade is not too bad. I'm not sure if I can, with that light, I should have adjusted that light, but got a few hairs on it right there. So guys, let's go see how sharp this blade is. Alright, I'm going to try to get the sharpness on this thing. Ben is sick today, so the guy that does my cameras for me, you know, I got him to set it up, but he's not here to hold the thing. So we're going to give this thing a shot this way. If I can get it to catch. Man, the only reason why it caught was because of the larger belly of the knife. And I'm looking over here to see if I can get this into this frame. However, let's see if we can do that again. Hey, that time it caught a little bit better. Right there. Yeah, you got a few rips in there. However, it is catching on this piece of paper, which I'm a little bit surprised with that. Straight down. And of course, once you get up here to the top of the blade, it seems to be a little bit more dull. It's not coming all the way out. I know a lot of knives that you can just sit there and slice all day. The point on it, you know, it's not bad. Of course, it's the spearheaded point. It's going to punch a hole right through it. I'm going to fold this piece of paper in 4, make it a little thicker, and let's see what we can do here. So, I'll show y'all. Hey, I did have to push, but that actually went through there. Let's just test out the tip on it. Hey. Yeah, with it being a spearhead, you know, knife, well, that's kind of a crappy job right there on that one. But, you know, the blade, you run it through a sharpener, you know, with it being such a larger blade like this, it's actually, it might not hold a blade for a long time, but you could definitely sharpen this thing up. So like I was saying, for a cheaper knife like this, the blade is not bad at all. And with it being so long like this, you could actually really sharpen this thing up. The point on it seems to be, I mean, of course, with it being the spearhead, you know, it's really good that way because this is actually made for stabbing. However, you know, big belly on it right here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So right there, I mean, you have a large belly. They did cut it there for your slicing. And then having that spear point makes this thing super sharp. The belt clip on it, you know, it seems to be pretty beefy. I like the fact that it is removable. I mean, you would have to get a little Phillips head screwdriver and take it off right here. And then this little plug, you see this plug right here? You just plop that out, and this whole belt clip will just come right off of there. However, the belt clip doesn't seem to be too bad. I was never fond of having these as like an everyday carry because they're so long. But the belt clip, I'm glad they added that little plug in there instead of making the belt clip so far down. So that's actually a plus for it. So it'll go down all the way in your pocket and you don't have that much out. So with that being said, let's go check it out and let's go see what this thing looks like in the pocket. I think it might be a little heavy, but let's give it a shot. Let's see, it slides in. Hey, it slides in. Actually, pretty good. Slides out okay. It looks like it was going to catch on that double thumb stud. Let me show y'all a better close-up on it. So, this is what it's going to look like in your pocket. Slides out fine. So, if I've got it, put it in right here. It seems to be a little heavy. The print, yeah, you got some good print on it. And then when I pulled it out a second ago, well, maybe it was just the way that I pulled it out. Slides in, slides out, and your trigger's right there. Bam. So, that's not too bad. Right there. Belt clip seems to be fine on it. On the concealed side, with this stiletto knife, you might have to wear it somewhere a little higher, you know, to conceal this thing. And these are a little bit looser pants, which is probably, might be why I'm feeling the weight the way that I am. However, it's not too bad, guys. If this is, you know, kind of the style you want to carry, it does seem to be a little heavier in the pocket, but slides out fine. Your trigger's right there. Not too bad. Alright, so it slides in the pocket fine. I mean, the only thing I just don't like is it's just bulky. But that's, you know, my personal preference on it. The print on it, of course, was there. I'm trying to think of just a real downside to it. Just for me, it's got to just be the weight and the size of it going down in my pocket. However, It slides out great, slides right back in fine, and the way they have the belt clip, it goes all the way down in your pocket, which is a plus. However, the weight on it is just a heavier knife. But of course, with a knife this size, if you look at it, that is a long knife. Thick handle, and then adding that extra plug back here with the belt clip is definitely going to weigh this thing down. I don't know if I ever gave y'all a close-up on those dual thumb studs up there, but that was actually really neat. But I think that's the only downside for me in the pocket. I would never everyday carry, the stilettos or Milano, I guess in this case. So, looking at the weight, the balance is going to probably be off. Look at that. Because of that belt clip, I can sit here and make it. Well, that's actually not too bad, but realistically, it's not. That's actually not too bad right there. So, maybe having that belt clip will balance this thing out. So that's not too bad right there. Let's go ahead, let's get the weight on this thing, and let's get some measurements. Alright, got the scale. I'm going to see how heavy this thing is. I'm guessing it's going to be pretty heavy. What does that say? No way. Come on, don't mess with me. 4.5, one more time to make sure. 4.5, 4.6, wow. I'm going to be honest with y'all, I was thinking at least 5.2. So, looking at this, it almost gives the illusion that it's just heavy. Maybe it's because of that balance. That's odd. Let's see. Yeah, 4.6. 4.6, yeah. So guys, this is actually, 4.6 of course is a heavier pocket knife, but you got to think of the size of it. That's not bad at all. And actually, my ruler is on the other side of the room, so let me go grab it real quick and we'll get some measurements on this thing. Alright, got the ruler, the knife. Let's see how long this knife is. Wow. 8 3/4 inches long, and to only be 4.6, 4.5 is not terrible. It's really not bad. It gives that illusion of weight, like I was saying. The blade on it, they're going to tell you that it's a 4-inch blade. However, if you're really measuring the entire blade, it's a little less than 3.5 inches. So, when you're reading it and they're like, hey, it's a 4-inch blade, just know that your blade is cut off right there. So, a little bit less than 3.5 inches that you're getting, even though they give you this, almost an inch right here, give or take. Now, with it closed, that's not bad either. Okay, maybe I'm just seeing things different in my head, but it's not even 5 inches. So, down in your pocket like this, it's not going to be too bad, as it sits, because I was thinking, at least 5, at least. And I guess, no, it's less than 5 inches, 4 3/4. Alright, so I was actually, a little bit shocked that this knife wasn't as heavy, as it came out to be. I was thinking at least over 5 ounces. This thing is, I guess it just gives the illusion of it being heavy. Maybe if I had some tighter, pants like my jeans on or something, it might fit in there snug. I wouldn't really notice. However, with it fitting a little loose in the pocket, even my hand, it feels heavier than the way that it was weighing out. So, I guess it's just a false illusion of the weight, and that could be because of that balance on there. So, guys, this is not a bad knife. It's fast. It's holding up. I've been sitting here and just, the trigger's fast. You don't even really have to move your hand, with these assisted. Some of them you got to flick your wrist. This thing just pops on out. Not a problem slinging that big blade up there. The liner lock in the middle is comfortable. Single hand deployment, single hand close. It's no problem there. My hands, I've got bigger hands and I still can't reach up very well as I just did it right then. But to get those thumb studs, However, that trigger seems to be the way to go for me. Let me give y'all another close-up on it before we get out of here. But yeah, guys, this ended up being a pretty cool looking knife. Cadmium. Golly, I'm just now remembering the word that I want. It's cadmium coated. Holy cow, I could not remember. I was calling it the rainbow, which I mean, you know, it is. But when I was starting this review, I was like, what in the world is that called? And it just hit me. But it's the cadmium coated. It's what they're coating this with. Not that y'all care that much, but anyway, it was bugging me. So guys, this is the knife. Hope the review helped some. This is actually not a bad knife at all. If you're interested in it, I'll leave the link below. Y'all can go check it out. And if you're already looking to get this knife, you know, if you don't mind it in your pocket, the weight like that, because it actually weighed out to be, you know, okay for the size of the knife, then this might be the way to go. And if you're getting it not to carry in your pocket, you can take that belt clip off. So that's actually pretty cool too. So guys, for the money, it's not a bad knife. The blade on it, right out of the box, isn't too bad. So hope that review helped some. If it did, let me know in the comments section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Got some neat stuff coming out, some more knife lingo videos, and of course our Friday night knife giveaway, which will be, well, I'll actually put it out after this video. But anyway, go check it out. If you're watching this in the future, go check out our Friday night knife giveaway. We give a knife away every single Friday just to our subscribers. So subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all in the next one.